Yo, what's up YouTube? Today we're back with another video and today we're doing a top 10 biggest nerfs in Doodle World. These are just on doodles, not moves or anything like that. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. At number 10, I have Wolfries. The main reason why I put it here is because of the Savage nerf. Savage got pretty heavily nerfed. If you want more info on that, just search it up. But I also lost Pursuit. And Pursuit used to be on a ton of doodles and it was just such an overpowered move. Because not dark types wouldn't even be able to learn it. Some dark types couldn't learn it. For example, Wolfries, which is an ice beast, was able to learn it. It was just broken. At number 9, we have Klang Attack. Almost for the same reason, it also had Pursuit, and this was top meta. It goes on top of the meta right now, or not right now, back then, because it literally had Pursuit, and it was so crazy good. But then it also had a stat change nerf right when Von Sweets came out, right around that time. And that just kind of sunk it down. Now it's not really used anymore. At number 8, I have Loom Ninja. Now the stat change is pretty harsh, but it's still pretty good. So that's why I didn't put it as a little higher. But it lost 10 attack. Now that doesn't sound like much, but that was the difference of an FTL assault being able to one shot or even a Doodle red HP. So, if it did not get the damage done with Sharpen, it was just not it. Because now if you Sharpen and use FTL assault, it probably won't get the Doodle down. And that wasted Determination Jelly. That's usually what people run. At number 7, we have Meltmall. And its other Evo, or I guess side Evo, is also on this list. I'm not going to say where. But it just got so heavily nerfed on almost every stat. I mean, it came out, it was absolutely broken for about under a week. And then it just got absolutely thrown under the bus. It was pretty sad. At number 6, we have Tuffleys. Now, Tuffleys, you got to hear me out. It doesn't seem like it got nerfed. It was so quietly nerfed. It lost a total of 22 base stats, and it lost coverage. The base stats were in attack, speed, and defense, I believe. Defense might be wrong. And the coverage, the Shatter nerf killed it. Right when when Shatter wasn't as good, it just was absolutely terrible. I mean, now it's not even fast and it doesn't really hit that hard, so it's not really that good anymore. At number 5, this one used to be my favorite doodle to use in PvP, Metagro. And the reason why it was so good because you can just use it to stall and set up other doodles. But it lost compost, and then it got nerfed in magic attack and defense. So you would use pollen armor, and when you would put a doodle to sleep, you would use life roots. Then you would use you would spam harden or something like that, just to boost your defense and get as much HP back as possible to use grounds. It was so annoying. I made so many people rage quit during those times, and now it's just not really that good anymore. At number 4, we have Rotaro, and this might be a little high. I'm not really sure if it's just me, or I believe you guys would agree. But the confidence nerf was pretty bad. I mean, that right there made it a little worse. And then when it lost enlightenment, it was just gone. Now, it's still highly used, I just don't think it's really that great of a doodle now. I think it's just good. So now we're making our way into the top 3. Now I feel so bad doing this, but I mean you could put this all these 3 you could switch, and I wouldn't blame you. Maybe I'll keep number 1, but 2 and 3 you could switch. At number 3 we have Metagro. This thing was on every single PvP team when Von Sweets came out. This thing was everywhere. I mean when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere, until it got the big base stat nerf, and now it's just used sometimes. I mean, it lost all of its attack stats pretty much, and then it lost a little bit of speed, I believe, but it got 5 defense or magic defense. But I mean, it would hit so hard, and it would have some decent defense. When they took that magic attack away, this thing was out the window. I mean, there's part of it was that there's no really counter to it. It had Night, Goo Blast, had a flying type. It had it all, and it just lost it ever since the magic attack went downhill. At number 2, this really hurts. Garlic. Garlic was so fun to use, as it's one of my favorite doodle designs. I mean, it was good just as long as Meltmall, but I mean the pure defense nerfs, just the defense nerfs killed it. I mean, it's still pretty tanky on defense, but I mean, it got nerfed to the ground. I mean, it also lost Venom Bite back then, which was a really good move, because a fire food type or a poison type move, it was able to counter itself. I mean, that's always good. But like when it lost the defense and magic defense, out the window. I mean, this thing is unheard of now. Now, at number one, before we get there, you always have to do an HM, at least one honorable mention. So for an honorable mention, I'm gonna do Volt Enchant. This thing was hyped up to you on the best doodles back in December, like 3 months. So let's say like currently around now, it was supposed to be like the best doodle. But the small problem is it was so good because it had decent magic attack, or not a decent high magic attack, and it's so much coverage, and it lost rust. Like the coverage went so much like downhill because they would learn Gem Blast, it could learn Night Night, and it had its electric type moves. I mean, its thing was so good, and it's got nerfed. I mean, now it's just okay, but now, I mean, like I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I just don't think it's really that good. Now, number one, this doodle lost a total of 60 base stats, a move, and a trait nerf. I'll let you think for a second. Gomont. Gomont sucks. Now, I mean, here's my opinion. They should make a runestone for Gomont. That was just like the old Gomont. I mean, I honestly think that would not be that bad. But it lost 5 HP, 15 attack, 20 defense, and 20 magic defense. That is, that's like mean. That's mean on such a good doodle design. And not only that, it lost Venom Bite, which back then, you gotta go back to the Crystal Caverns, which there are like very few scrolls, and like a poison type move on a war type, it counters itself. I mean, like, what else do you want? And then the trait nerf, like, that just hurts. And then like it loses double bite nerf. I mean, like, might as well not even make this a thing a doodle anymore. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. I wish they didn't nerf this thing. It had so much potential. I mean, like, a slight nerf was reasonable, but they just did this thing so dirty. Now, that basically wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're actually approaching 100 subs quicker than I ever thought, which is so surprising. I mean, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.